with you, Mussolini to the present. Sorry, our babysitter is slacking on his job. I'm just kidding. We're gonna cut that out.
We're just gonna dock his pay. It's fine. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Morgan.
And today we are doing a Booktube tag. I saw Larry Reed's, and we'll tag her below, doing this, so I thought it'd be fun. It is all about our 2025 upcoming fill in the blanks, and we will hear as we go down the list of all the stuff we want to accomplish or read or do, all in the Booktube bookish world.
Yep. So make sure to like this video and subscribe so you can stay in contact with us for more bookish and Taylor Swift content.
Question number 1 is books or book that we want to reread in 2025.
Okay, so yes.
Sounds like a great book.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to reread Hood Feminism by Mickey Kindle in 2025. I read this in 2020, I believe. And it's just such an impactful read. I think it's got so much like really great information, and I could benefit from going through it again.
Mine is going to be no surprise to anyone that knows us from Book Talk, or if you have watched our top 10 books, which is in our little book playlists of 2024, but I will probably definitely reread the entire Chestnut Spring series. This is just my favorite one of it, but I will probably read at some point all 5 of those books and go through it.
Okay. Question number 2 is a book on your priority TBR.
Okay. So I started this series last year, and so I want to finish it because I loved ACOTAR so much. So the Throne of Glass series. This is the book that I started reading. I think I got I got 13 pages in and I stopped. So I want to continue with this and finish the Throne of Glass series. I know this one is a little bit, because it's the prequel, is a little bit, and I'm reading this technically third in the series, a little bit on the slower side and not everyone's favorite, but I know Heir of Fire, the 4th one, is where it really picks up, so I got to get through this, and then my goal is to finish the Throne of Glass series this year.
So I promise I read things other than nonfiction, but with everything going on in the world right now, I think that this is a very important read. So I am prioritizing Strongman by, how do you say this? Ruth Ben Gatt? Sorry if I did not say that correctly. But anyways, so I think this is very applicable, especially if you are live in the United States.
Our next one is an author you were done with.
Okay, so I don't know if I am really done with this author or not. I hate to say that. That just feels mean, but
yeah, nothing against the author personally.
Yeah, nothing against the author personally. But okay, and I enjoyed this one. But Lisa Jewell, I don't know if she is for me. Last year I read Invisible Girl, and I didn't care for that one. This one was pretty decent, but I enjoyed it. But then the ending was just, I didn't like the ending. It really fell flat. And then I read one other one, Then She Was Gone, and that one was pretty good, but none of them really did much for me. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's worth continuing, especially because those are her 3 most recommended books. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
I don't think I have one. I haven't read author multiple times that I'm nope, this is it.
Yeah.
I don't want to read any more. So we will see if that changes this year.
Yeah. Something new you want to read. Okay. Because I am really excited about The Sirens by Amelia Hart. I read Wayward by her, and I loved that book so much. It was one of my top books of last year, so I'm so excited for The Sirens to come out. I really like how she is able to write such characters that you just feel so much for, and how she's able to say so much with her writing. So I'm really looking forward to what she has to say with Sirens.
Okay. So I started dabbling into this trope at the end in like December of 2024, or I forgot what year we're in. So it's the why choose trope.
Okay.
Before, I probably would have been like, you should choose. And
Yeah,
I'm pretty
you
sure
definitely
I've
said that.
But now I'm kind of dabbling. I've read 2 books so far that are just like, let's just be a throuple. And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of into it. So
Okay.
I'm going to...
Wait, what books have you read?
Don't make me say this. A Gift for His Father, that one, or for his dad, that Christmas book.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one by that author that I'm currently reading right now. Let me look it up to see what it's called. That one was only like 98 pages. But this one is like a longer book. And it's called Rules of Our Own.
Okay.
And it's 2 professional hockey players and this girl that they both have a thing for. So, and it tore them apart in college. And now they're like, why let it tear us apart when we can all be together? So
Okay.
And there's a couple books. Larry Reed's actually talked about this one was, what is it? I have it written down. Oh, Blood of Hercules. It's a why choose. And she said, and it's a female Hercules.
Oh.
And it sounded really good. I read the synopsis, and that's another why choose. So I have a few more of those. So I'm
Okay.
dabbling
You'll have to
into
let me know.
some new tropes.
You have to let me know.
Okay, so a popular book that you want to read. This one is The Women by Kristen Hanna. This has been on my physical TBR for so long, and there's no excuse, so I haven't read it yet. I mean, it is a thick boy. It is, I don't know how many pages it is. It is a lot. 468, so it's not like the quickest, but I do love Kristen Hanna. I think part of it was because A Nightingale broke me.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid about this because this is about the women in Vietnam. And the women that were serving, the nurses that were serving in Vietnam. And so I'm afraid of what this book is going to do to me emotionally. But I will be reading this book.
Okay, so I really want to read Babel by R.F. Kuang. Everything I've heard about this book, it just sounds like my perfect book. So I hope I love it. So most anticipated release.
Rebel Witch. I'm so excited. It's in the Heartless Hunter. It's the sequel to it by Kristen Cilarelli. So excited for that book. I loved Heartless Hunter, and I cannot wait to see where the story goes from there.
Nice. I just got that on my Libby app, so I should be reading it soon. The first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love Taylor Jenkins Reid and what she's done with Daisy Jones and the Sixth and Evelyn Hugo. Carrie Soto is back, so I'm so excited for Atmosphere, especially because it's women in STEM, and I just I didn't think that would be something that I really would be into, but I loved Lessons in Chemistry so much that I think I'm gonna really love Atmosphere.
A bookish goal for the year. So I already kind of touched on the women, but it is actually reading my physical TBR. I have so many books that I physically own, and I'm putting myself on a book buying ban this year, unless it's like one of the books that I'm like been waiting for to come out. But I'm not just gonna like shop for books anymore. And so, but I have so many on my physical TBR that I need to read through. So that is my goal, is to, by the end of this year, have read every single book that is on the bookshelf.
That is a great goal.
And I don't have a huge, my bookshelf does not look like Morgan's.
I need to do that too, but that's not the goal that I picked. I'm not going to steal your goal. I really need to swap out some scrolling for reading. I've been really bad about scrolling at night in bed instead of reading. So I need to, because that's really the only time I get to read. I used to, before I had my daughter, I would read in the morning before I went to work. And that was just a really great time for me to read and have some like quiet time to myself. But she wakes up before me. So I really need to try to read more at nighttime. And Tammy has actually been using her iPad for social media and not using her phone. So I might try that strategy.
Yes. Just be careful though. If you delete TikTok, you can't get it back.
Oh, that's true. Oh my God.
So, but take it off your home screen. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I took Facebook off my home screen, so I still have it, but it's not on the thing. Like, I have to search for it to go get it.
Okay. Because, yeah, I feel like my thumb just, like, goes for it sometimes. I'm like,
Yes.
I hate that.
Okay, book on your TBR that you probably won't read. This is going to be funny because you just said mine.
Yeah, I know. I knew that when I said it. So mine is probably The Stand by Stephen King. I don't know. Like, I might get to it, but there's so many other Stephen King books that I would like to read before that I just feel like I don't know if I'm going to get to it, especially because it's so long. And I'm not an apocalypse girly. That's not, no. My husband made me watch I Am Legend during COVID. The anxiety that gave me.
Did you lose it during the dog scene?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. That was heartbreaking.
Not my genre. So.
Mine's gonna be Babel. I looked through my, like, I have like a physical, like, not a physical, I have like a digital TBR list on Libby, and I went through that list and I like went all the way down to the bottom, and it's like one of the first few books that I have on there. Not saying that I don't ever think I'll read it, but like I just don't think it's gonna be one of those that's like
it's just gonna keep getting lower on the priority list. Yeah.
It's not gonna come up. I think it feels intimidating to like jump into that world. I want to because I really liked Yellowface, so I really wanted to try, and it's my goal to read some more of R.F. Kuang this year. I just don't know if Babel's going to be it.
Okay.
And it's never available either, so that's also another thing.
Yeah.
I have to like physically like put it to wait. So
a series that you want to read this year.
So I want to read the Caraval series by Stephanie Gerber, or Garber. That is a YA fantasy romantasy. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I just know it was really big on TikTok, and then whenever I'm in like a bookstore, I always see it in that section. So I've been wanting to jump into that series. I don't think I've read anything by her in general, because I think she has another series as well too.
The Once Upon
something like that. Yeah. I can like picture the books.
Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to read that series too. I actually bought the book Caraval recently, but I don't know when I'm gonna get to that. So the series that I want to read this year is Heartless Hunter. So I'm starting that soon.
Our auto-buy authors.
All right, so I love Riley Sager. He has been an auto-buy author for me since 2020. However, I will say, after the last book, I am not super excited about this next one. So, I mean,
we'll see.
We will see.
Okay, mine... Elsie Silver, of course. Anything that comes out by her, I'm gonna read. Abby Jimenez is one of ours. That's gonna be an auto buy. Kristen Hanna is another one that's an auto buy. Lila Sage.
I haven't read her yet. I need to.
Yeah, I think those are the ones so far. I mean, we could probably go on, but
yeah, definitely Abby Jimenez for sure. I'm getting into Elsie Silver. I'm working my way through the Chestnut Springs series. So a book to show or movie that you're excited about. Verity is coming out. Super excited about that. It's got like Amanda Seyfried in it, and who's the other person?
Anne Hathaway is in that one.
Really?
You're thinking
that one?
The Housemaid.
Yep.
This has got Amanda Seyfried.
Yes. And
Sweeney.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, and the guy who played Atlas in It Ends With Us.
Okay. So yeah, that one I'm excited about. I'm excited about Verity.
But Anne Hathaway is playing
who's
Verity.
The other person?
I cannot remember who it is.
Oh shoot, I gotta look that up. Dakota Johnson. From 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
The Silent Patient is being adapted. So excited for that one.
Rebecca Yarros was just talking about Fourth Wing, so I'm so excited for that show to come out.
Yeah. And I read this a long time ago, so like I don't know if I would still love this book. It was when I was just getting into thrillers, but I'm Still excited about it. It's The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware is becoming adapted, so I'm excited about that one too.
A sequel that we're excited about.
So this actually came out in 2024, but I didn't get to it. It's Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. I loved Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, so I really need to get to this one. I don't know why I didn't get to it last
Isn't there
year.
another one coming out?
Yeah, so I need to catch up.
Yeah, this is technically not a sequel, but it's the next in the series, so I'm counting it as a sequel because I've already talked about Rebel Witch and other ones before that. But it is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I loved Powerless and Reckless, so I cannot wait. And she left Reckless in such a cliffhanger, so I cannot wait to see where it goes in Fearless.
Okay, bookish things we are leaving behind.
Pressuring myself to like read so many books. I feel like when we were, which is like kind of what we're doing, like we're making content for reading. And last year we were putting out so much content on TikTok. So I felt like we had to read a lot of books to order to like have this content to be able to put out. And I feel like now that we're gravitating more towards YouTube, you know, don't have to like feel the pressure of trying to read so many books or feeling like I'm behind because I haven't read anything. Because there's so many books out there. Like I'm never going to be up nor is there going to be enough time. I'm due to give birth in May, so like I know my time is going to be up when it comes to reading, so just taking that pressure off myself to be able to just enjoy reading and not being like, okay, like I need to be reading.
Yeah,
because I got down on myself
for fun
at the end of last year because I wasn't reading at all, because I had no motivation my first trimester, and I was like really like couldn't believe that I wasn't reading, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take that pressure off of myself this year.
And that's good. Yeah, we were going through all of the books that we had read last year, and I was like, did I really not read any books in May? And she was like, you had a baby. So I had a baby last May. She's having a baby this May.
Yes. So May's 2 years in a row won't be great reading months for us.
And then what is mine? Let's see. Oh, things that I am leaving behind. So I saw Gavin Reads It All talking about Emboss or Toss, and I don't know if he's the one that came up with that or if that's just something that's been trending on Booktube or anything like that, but I thought that was such a good idea, and I have so many books. So I kind of want to do like an Emboss or Toss challenge, and like if I'm really just like never gonna read a book, like it's gotta go. It's taking up space for other books.
Okay, how has our reading taste evolved from 2024 to 2025?
So I definitely did not read romance like I did in 2024. So I think that trend is going to continue.
Yeah.
I definitely want to start reading more fantasy. I really want to get into fantasy. It's been, I don't know, it's been something that like I've been more of a thriller reader, more like reading horror and things like that in the past, and so I would like to explore more fantasy, but we'll see what happens.
I feel like I moved from being a lot of fantasy into more romance at the end of 2024, so I kind of want to go back to that now in 2025. And then I really like tried to stick to a TBR so much in 20, like we would do like our hopefuls, and I would really make sure that I was trying to stick to my TBRs, and then towards the end it was just like, what am I in the mood for?
Yeah.
Like really just mood reading and not having so much of like a strict schedule.
I'm just not good at that. Like I wish I was like one of those people that could like make these TBRs and like really stick to them, but like if I don't want to read something, I can't make myself read it. That's why like high school, reading the books for school and stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
no, I just was so hard. Okay, Booktube creators that inspire us.
So of course we gotta tag Larry Reed again because she was who I got this tag from.
And I have a few people that I've been following for a long time that I just absolutely love. I watch like every single one of their videos. It's Books and Lala, Gabby Reads, Gavin Reads It All, Katie Colson, and Alexander Roslin. Absolutely love them. If you're not following them, definitely check them out. They're phenomenal.
We'll link them all below so you can go follow all their pages.
What is a book on your priority TBR? Let us know in the comments. If you've made it this far in the video, leave us a book stack emoji.